Hi again. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can tell whether or not you believe something to be true. Seems like it should be a super easy discernment to make, and it's actually not. Sure, there are some things like 2 + 2 = 4. Yes, it's easy to know that you believe that to be true. But when it comes to a lot of these limiting beliefs, they can be really tricky because a part of us doesn't want them to be true. A part of us doesn't want to believe these things. But another part of us, the subconscious part of us, is holding on to them. A lot of these beliefs, it's almost like 2% or 1% of us, way back here, is holding on to an old program of belief. And the rest of it is like, that's nonsense. I don't believe that at all. But this little part back here is like, yeah, I do. That's what's causing the problem. That's what we're going hunting for. So consciously, we're going to say, no, I don't believe that. But subconsciously, we believe something. So as an example, when I was a teenager, if you had asked me, did I believe that I was stupid? If you came up to me and said, Erin, you're stupid, I would have said, absolutely not. I get straight A's and I'm going to be valedictorian. I got scholarships. I'm not stupid. Shut up. I'll argue against you all day long. Let's go. And yet, if you had looked in my diary at night, you would see all sorts of things like, I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. I wish I was as smart as everybody else, right? So consciously, I would have argued against it and said, absolutely not. But it would seep out that some part of me absolutely did believe that. We're going for those little parts. We're going for the parts and the voices that are, you are stupid, you aren't enough, right? So there are 3 filters that you can use that help you figure out whether or not some part of you, some part of your subconscious is holding on to a belief, even if this part of you doesn't believe it to be true. So here are the 3 filters you can use, and we're going to guide you through using these. You're going to get really, really good at using these and checking in with yourself and being able to quickly figure out if you have a belief as we work together. But it helps to know these up front, and you can even start practicing these immediately after this video. So any statement, you can take any statement in the world and run it through these 3 filters to see if some part of you believes the statement to be true. So let's take a statement like the most common belief that most humans have. I'm not good enough. Now, you can run it through the first filter. The first filter is, does it feel true? Does it just seem and feel, and does it just seem like the truth? Okay, so something like 1 + 1 = true, 1 + 1 = 2, you run it through the filter, yes, it feels like the truth. It's just a yes, you start nodding your head. If you take something like, I'm not good enough, run it through that filter, doesn't feel like the truth. Okay, so let's try it and running it through the second filter. If something doesn't feel like the truth to you, say it out loud to yourself, I'm not good enough. And see if an emotion shows up. See if you feel sadness or anxiety, anger, despair, worry, any emotion. If there's an emotional response to a statement that you say out loud, some part of you probably believes it to be true. To contrast this, go ahead and say out loud, I am a scarecrow. Okay, hopefully you said it. If you say it, you'll notice there's no emotional response. There's no anger that boils up. There's no sinking sadness feeling, right? There's just no emotion. So if there's an emotional response, it's very likely that some part of you believes that statement to be true. Now, if you say a statement out loud, you say a phrase out loud, and it doesn't feel and seem like the truth, like 1 + 1 = 2, and there's no emotional response, run it through the third filter. The third filter is there a physical response? Is there a physical sensation that shows up after you make the statement, right? So if I say, I am a scarecrow, There's no response in my body. But if you take a charged statement, something like, I'm not good enough. I've seen clients who have said, oh, I got a sinking feeling in my stomach. My throat tightens up. My shoulders just clenched. I feel tingling in the back of my head. So there may be some physical sensation. Your body, your subconscious is trying to tell you, hey, yeah, I believe that. You want to hear that. You want to listen and go, okay, some part of me somewhere, not this part. Of course I don't believe it. I don't believe it, but some other part of me believes it. These 3 filters are going to help us figure out and identify which beliefs you have that are holding you back. Because we can't clear something out unless we first confirm that you believe it to be true or some part of you believes it. So we'll be working on our calls with you and using these tests to see, do you believe something before we clear it? See you soon.